Andy and Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Welcome to, is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Look at Wednesday. We are in the middle of a week. We're ready to entertain and inform. We're ready to put up a wildly conversational show where we're going to discuss the matters of the day. We may discuss some things that are on our minds. We may, I don't know. You know, I made a mistake last night. I was offering the missus her options on television. I'm like, hey, honey, what would you like to watch? Because I'm generally like that. I remember when you were cohabitating way back when, it really wasn't like that. It was, you know, more like, we're going to watch sports and eat fish sticks.
Okay. No. Okay. For the record, I got to correct you on that.
Okay.
This is where Alexa. One of the issues Alexa and I had is I made fun of shows she liked.
Yeah.
And because there was some. It was it was one of those MTV.
Oh God.
Shows.
That
it was
should be
awful.
made fun of.
It was so god awful. It was. Yeah. I don't know. It was a bunch of douchebags competing against a bunch of whores for some prize money or something.
Right.
Well, and I would just, I'd be like, oh my God, really? Right. You're watching this shit again?
Right.
And she just would have enough. Okay, get out, go, right. Get out.
I get it.
Go in the bedroom, watch something else. I don't want to hear it.
Now with us, it's not necessarily douchebags and whores on TV shows. She'll pick quality TV shows, but I'm just not interested.
Yeah.
And case in point was last night we finished up watching Our Father. Have you seen that on the Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Some scumbag somewhere inseminated. So far, they've counted 95 of his kids.
Oh, good.
This fertility doctor, right? So he goes in.
I think I've heard about that. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
Just vile. I mean, he'd really literally go in and yank it in a cup. And now he's got 95 kids that they've counted so far.
Well, at least they have doctor DNA.
But
I mean,
he's got autoimmune diseases. These kids are all sick. It's just
okay, yeah,
right. And the only thing they could get him on in Indiana apparently was, he provided false information at some point, so they couldn't convict him on anything either.
Yeah.
So
that's a crapshoot going that route. I understand why people do it. You want to have a family. You want to have kids. That's all great. God bless. And it's great that there are these options, but
you know how Netflix will dig and dig and dig until they get the real big kicker. At the end, out comes a woman who not only was one of this kid's sires, but he was her fertility doctor too. So this guy knew it was his daughter, and he's working on her naughty parts. And creep.
The level of creepiness. I mean, you just don't know.
Anyway,
you never know.
After we wrapped up the last 20 minutes of the show, because she kept falling asleep night after night, which I'm jealous of. How anybody she turned the lights off and she's asleep before the room gets dark. I don't care. So afterwards, I'm trying to get out of Netflix quick, and I'm like, anything else you want to watch tonight? She's like, oh, Gracie and Frankie, and I'm like, oh God, oh. So we get stuck in 3 or 4 episodes of that. And, you know, it's not a bad show. I mean, there's great actors. There are, you know.
I mean, there are some shows that are just not for
us.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's, you know, like when I would make fun of Alexa's shows, I mean, that wasn't for me.
No.
It was for women. It was for, you know, people who kind of wanted to just shut their brain off and watch some, you know, it's like junk food TV. Yeah. And that's fine. I do that too. Hell, I watch The Bold and the Beautiful at least 3 days a week. So I understand that. I can wrap my head around wanting that.
I don't get the concept of 2 women who become BFFs, and it's
first of all, that never
happened. Their husbands
yeah.
fell in love with each other and ran
off
together.
Yeah, it's like, because we can all relate to that.
Right? And the husbands just happen to be Sam Waterston and Martin Sheen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's nothing. Okay, there are no two less gay men on the planet than Sam Waterston and Martin Sheen. You couldn't have found some flamboyant actors to portray those roles as they should be portrayed.
I don't get it. It's not that it's a bad show. It's just like
no, it's fine. That's fine. It's interesting. It's interesting what people in the television industry or in the streaming services at times think we want to see.
Yeah. Well,
but then you realize it's niche programming. It's for a specific audience. So
people are watching it.
There you go. Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot better than RuPaul giving away $25,000 on primetime network TV.
And RuPaul, this is what bothers me about RuPaul. RuPaul's not RuPaul anymore.
No.
I liked RuPaul when RuPaul was. Now it's just now you shaved your head, you got these glasses. I don't know what you're trying to be now. Right. Because like RuPaul back in the day was kind of an outlier, and there was something kind of cool about RuPaul. And then now I don't know what I'm seeing anymore. And again, and that's because it's not for me. I'm aging. This is part of aging out of the culture. We're aging out of the culture. Yeah, and I just came up with that. Okay. Literally just in the last hour. We are both aging out of the culture, and that's what we have to deal with. So
what I'm saying
again, it's not for us.
Down with the fertility doctor. Bad dude.
Okay.
Next up, Gracie and Frankie. I hope she forgets it again.
She won't.
I know.
She won't. That won't happen.
You gonna do some news? Or you have anything?
Yeah, I was got a quick thing. I had a parenting correction. I had to correct myself yesterday because I called Max up because I give him a call every day after he gets out of school. Of course, I have to call him like 4 or 5 times because he's usually in the middle of a Fortnite battle with somebody. So I said, I can't talk now, Dad. I'm in the middle of Fortnite. I can't talk.
Well,
okay,
don't bother him.
So, anyways, because I said, okay, how's school going? Because he had an essay that he was working on over the weekend, and he told me, yeah, I got 100 on that. And I kind of blew it off. And I realized that after I talked to him. So I'm trying to call him again. So again, I have to call him like 3 times because again, he's in the middle of the whole Fortnite thing. And I made sure to really compliment him on this because it was a class he'd been struggling in. It's like, see, this is what happens when you work hard, you put out your best effort. This is what you can do. And I wanted to make sure I hammered that home because, I like to think of myself as someone who offers both equal praise and criticism, but sometimes kids just hear the criticism. No. So you want to make sure no. And I realized, well, that's just how everybody is. Everybody just hears the criticism. They don't hear the praise. So, I made sure I did that. And then I felt better about the evening after that. But some of the things it was weighing on me after I'd gotten off the phone with him the first time. So it's a good tip for parents is when you make a mistake or when you don't do what you should have done, you want to jump back on that as soon as possible because kids don't forget.
No,
they don't forget.
Trust me. These are things I know.
Yes.
And as Steve Winwood said, when you see a chance, take it.
Oh. I liked Back in the High Life. It's my favorite. That's my favorite Winwood song.
Yeah, well,
it's great. Great tune. Underrated.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. Okay. We could go off. I don't want to go off on a 20-minute Steve Winwood tangent, so I won't.
All right.
Let's get into it. More job cuts at Facebook, the social media site's parent company, Meta. Notice how that never caught on. No. Nobody calls it Meta, so they just kind of pretty much gave up on that anyway.
It's like iHeartMedia.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Exactly. I don't get rebranding sometimes, but anyway, Meta announced it's slashing 10,000 jobs. The company cut around 13,000 jobs back in November. That's about 13% of its workforce. No shame in waiting tables, drive Uber, sell some plasma. You got my bottom line is for these individuals, you got options. So you just want to exercise those other options.
Yeah.
Feel bad. It's like social media companies. They're cutting left and right because you just had too many employees. These companies get so big, and then certain people at the company don't want to do that job. So okay, let's add another job for this, that, and the other because hey, we got all this money, and then money gets a little tight, and you got to cut people. Like, hey, I thought I had this great job, and well, now you don't.
Yeah, well,
So there you go.
let's take it to the employee's point of view, where they came to me and said, "Hey, we need you to work here, and we think you're great, and we want you to be a part of this company. We're going to grow together, and we're going to do all this and that and the other thing." And oh my God, the stock things aren't working out like they were, and TikTok's kicking our ass. And we've got one thing to face now, and that's the bottom line of our investors, and that's what it's going to be. So 10,000 of you, pack your shit and beat it. Remember those days when we were in radio and they would tell you to sit there and wait because we're coming to fire you one by one? So don't leave the building. You wait right there until we come and fire you. And you know what? We hope
you'll be nice.
We wish the best for you, and we want you to know that this company is going to be just fine. Everybody,
which is always good to know.
That's always
good. Thank God.
So
I don't know where I'm going to get food now, but it's nice to know the company will still be solvent.
Keep in mind that you're somebody.
Right. Yes.
We want you to know that this is going to be okay. And just like our friends over in broadcasting, we're going right down the shitter because we don't know what the hell we're doing. We're bankers running media sites, and we don't know what to do. So I like how you're up with people options are. There's my thought on the whole thing.
Options.
And so far, I'm proving to be right with the whole media.
Well, I didn't think we were in disagreement. I just said I was trying to say here are your options.
That's right.
You're more than qualified to work the monkey cage at the zoo. You could do that. You can toss them, you know. You can wear the short pants. It'll be fine.
Idiocy.
What else is going on? Millions of people, of course, filling out brackets for the NCAA Division I men's basketball tournament. And that means a loss of production for employers. The month of March costs employers around $13 billion in lost productivity during the tournament. The odds, by the way, of filling out the perfect bracket, 1 in 9.2 quintillion. So,
wow.
There you go.
I've
got 6 brackets filled out. I had 6 of them filled out on Monday. I'm going to try and squeeze in about 4 to 6, 7 more, maybe. We'll see. Because you can do an autofill. What? I don't care.
What you're costing the company.
I don't care. Look, first of all, I am the most productive. I'm one of the most productive people I know when I'm working.
Okay.
I knock out. I get my stuff done. I get in. Yeah. I'm going at it. That's what I do. I'm very what they call cost efficient.
Okay.
When you take into account what I'm paid versus what it is I actually do. So
right.
I'm if anything they're making money off me. So I gotta take those little moments where I can get them.
Okay.
And yeah, if I need to knock out a traffic report, then boom, okay. Is Gonzaga going to advance to the Sweet 16? I don't know. Let's say, well, maybe in this bracket, but in this other bracket, I'll have them get knocked out in the round of 32. So I got lots of stuff going on. This is actually a very productive week for me.
All right.
I'm more productive.
All right.
During March Madness because I'm getting my work done and I'm knocking out my brackets.
Keep it straight and narrow.
I appreciate that. Finally, the Michigan Teachers Union has settled a lawsuit over claims of pandemic loan fraud. The U.S. Department of Education announced that the Michigan Education Association and the Michigan Education Special Services Association, I don't know why those couldn't be combined into one association, but I guess they're separate. But anyway, they will pay a combined $225,000 to the U.S. government. I think that's kind of a drop in the bucket there. But anyway, the Justice Department ruled both organizations obtained loans back in 2020 that they knew they should not have been eligible for. Like everybody tries to game the system. This doesn't shock me. This doesn't surprise me. They got a little slap on the wrist. Don't do this again. We're going to shake our finger at you. And, there you go. So it is what it is. Sports! Michigan advances to round 2 of the Nobody Gives a Shit tournament, 90-80 over Toledo. Life in the NFC North could be getting easier for your Detroit Lions. Packers trading Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. That is expected to become official today. Lions, by the way, signed free agent running back David Montgomery from the Bears. 3 years, $18 million. That's sports.
All right, it's time for Jeopardy once again. Today's $1,000 question. It's getting serious. And it's Breakfast of Champions again this week, which so far you've done pretty well at.
I know my breakfast cereals. You can question my knowledge on a lot of things. You cannot question my ability to identify breakfast cereals.
All right, well,
just can't.
This may or may not be cereal.
Okay, well,
there's a little drama for you.
Breakfast bars. Go ahead.
Remember when you had to do those pitches for those god-awful Belvita breakfast biscuits?
Oh, the Belvita breakfast biscuits.
Like, I'm eating these things.
That's like brought to you by Belvita.
Twigs and dirt all glued together, and you're like, I'm like, yeah, that's great, Dave. Yeah,
that's what I want. That really fills me up, gets me going in the morning.
Some translate this Spanish name of this breakfast dish as country-style eggs.
Could you repeat that, please?
Oh, for God's sake, no, I can't.
Well, you said as country-style eggs?
Some translate the Spanish name of this breakfast dish as country-style eggs.
Now, see, you threw a foreign language at me.
All your gains are going to be flushed down the toilet today.
I am throwing this. Wait, does this have to be the Spanish version, or is it the English version of the Spanish version? I don't know. Okay. The only thing I'm thinking of, and I know it's wrong, is Eggs Benedict.
Well, it's country-style eggs, and it's Huevos Rancheros.
Huevos Rancheros. Okay, there you go. Country-style eggs.
Well,
okay.
Those Spanish words are hard.
Well, first of all, I took 2 years of high school Spanish. I know en la biblioteca means in the library. I can conjugate voy, va, vas, vamos, van, but I don't know what that word means. But that's it.
Wow.
That's all I got.
That's good. Well,
2 years of Spanish. Thank you, Mr. Hart.
Well,
it's not on you. That's on me.
That's on you.
Senor.
Yeah, it really is.
There you go.
Really is. All right, Dave, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have yourself a great Wednesday.
See ya!
Hello, Muskegon. We have another dry day ahead of us before rain moves in on Thursday, so let's look at your forecast brought to you by Trendy Health. Your Wednesday weather headlines show increasing clouds will be likely today, with morning sunshine and afternoon cloud cover, and in the meantime, snow will be melting, still like it was yesterday because of the warmer temperatures and also because of the sunshine, and then rain will arrive Thursday afternoon, like I said, and stick around through Friday morning. Your sky cover forecast shows at 11 a.m., all of West Michigan should be seeing mostly sunny, if not sunny skies. However, that quickly changes in the afternoon with all that blue moving in. That means cloud cover will be moving in, unfortunately, so we won't really see a sunset for Wednesday evening. But what we will see is warmer temperatures, with temperatures around 40 degrees across much of Muskegon County, with cooler readings off to the northwest. So for your Wednesday, expect a high of 40 with increasing clouds, morning sunshine, and afternoon cloud cover. And then clouds will stick around going into Wednesday night with a low of 35. And then our attention turns to Thursday. This is Thursday at 8 p.m. and you can see a low pressure system moving into the Midwest, which will spill in rain showers across the Great Lakes region along a warm front. And as that continues to move into West Michigan by Friday at 8 a.m., rain will stick around and impact your morning commute on Friday. And then as cold air wraps around that system as it moves off to the east, some of that will transition over to snow showers, and lake effect snow showers will unfortunately continue into Saturday. And you can see that in our 7-day forecast, with rain moving in on Thursday, sticking around Thursday night going into Friday morning, slowly transitioning to snow showers late Friday going into Friday night, and then a little boost of snow will move through with the lake effect snow as cold temperatures move in on Saturday with a high of only 28, but thankfully after that we'll warm back up with partly cloudy skies the following week. And that's your Wednesday forecast brought to you by Trendy Health on the Muskegon channel. And I'm Colin Woods Weather, and have a wonderful Wednesday.